brushes, and I just figured I would go through some of them. Not all of them, because there's so many, and there's a lot of these that I don't even use. I have favorites, but I just thought they make nice sounds, especially the wood. You can see I keep them in this incredibly elegant cottage cheese container. You know, I love cottage cheese containers. They're good for everything. But anyway, let me grab a couple things out here. I'll start with my palette knives. I have these mostly to get paint out of the jars, because my paint comes in jars. I buy it in bulk. But I do occasionally use them to do textures in the background. I'm not very good with them. There are some people that do amazing knife work, and it's something I would love to get better at. But right now, I'm pretty bad. And you can see, for these, I purposefully don't wash them sometimes, because I kind of have a fascination with peeling paint off of things. So I usually, before I use this again, I'll scratch it off. But they're just plastic. They're nice metal ones, but these ones do a decent job. These two, this bigger one, I use for backgrounds. Not to do the whole background, but to add in more colors when I'm doing a multi-tonal background. Oops, sorry. And this one I use to fill in foreground large things like trees, or this littler one is one of my favorite brushes actually. I really like the rounded ones, and it's held up really well. This blue one, the big one, I stole from my mom. A lot of these I stole from my mom, but this one I actually bought myself. These two are fan brushes, and I have to be honest, I don't understand how to use a fan brush. I can't figure it out for my life. Every time I try to use these, I just make lines with them. So, I don't use them very much. You can tell by how little paint is on them, how well I use them. But they are incredibly soft. I wish I could. I put these on my face all the time. They're so soft. Especially this big one. It's like, feels like a bunny practically. But here, I have them. Never use them. They're nice though. I look more artisty if I have them. This big one right here, I occasionally use for backgrounds, but I actually originally bought this paintbrush when I was taking a pottery class. I needed a paintbrush to paint large amounts of engobe onto my pots. And if you don't know what engobe is, it is I don't know how to describe it scientifically correctly, but engobe is a coloring process. Or not process, but it is a type of color. It's not like glaze. You put it on the pot before you fire it. And it is a color, a pigment mixed with clay. I think. I was listening in class, but it was a long time ago. I did like potting, but bought them with, when I sold my first painting, well, my second painting, I bought new brushes, and these were the ones I bought. They're from, I got them online at my favorite art retailer, Blick, which if you're an artist and you haven't heard of Blick, you are doing yourself a huge disservice. They have really good prices on bulk art supplies. I buy all my canvases there for sure. But these ones I use for foreground items. This big one I use usually for trees. These ones are for people. These ones are pretty dirty. You can tell I use them a lot. I stopped bothering trying to be clean when I painted a long time ago. I found that when I concentrated too much on keeping things clean, my art didn't turn out as well. So we've got a bunch of, let me see if I can get all of them. These green ones. I'll take out this one, and this one, and this one. But these green plastic ones, I just bought on a lark, honestly, in the store. I like the idea of plastic because it won't rot like wood does, but they are not very good brushes. I barely have used them. I used this one on like one painting. The rest of them are just backup for if something bad happens to my good wood ones. But these ones are my newest paintbrushes. I bought myself 2 new liners. I use liners a lot because I learned to draw when I was younger watching anime. I loved anime when I was younger. And anime has heavy outlines and is a cartoonish style. So it kind of followed me into my adulthood when I learned to paint. I still do outlines often, but I haven't gotten much of a chance to use these guys yet. This one was my old liner. I don't know why I still have it. Look, it's you can see that the hairs are starting to separate really badly, but it served me well while it was still working. The rest of these, well, most of the rest of these, I got, the brown ones are all stolen from my mother. These green ones are part of that set. See, I used this one, I guess, on one thing. And this is on, I don't know why I still have this, because I ruined it by leaving paint in it on accident. But I really like these. Man, I'm bad at keeping things in the focus. I really like these rubber handles. So good. And yeah, these ones I all stole from my mom and use them as backup brushes, because none of them are really my favorite.